And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Steve Malzberg Show. We are live from our New York City studios, and today they held the memorial service for the 5 Dallas police officers. And Barack Obama was among the dignitaries, so was George W. Bush and many, many others. I want you to listen to just a little bit of what Barack Obama, he praised the police, he talked about the officers, but he spoke for 45 minutes. And here is really, in my view, the gist of what he said.
We also know that centuries of racial discrimination, of slavery and subjugation and Jim Crow, they didn't simply vanish with the end of lawful segregation. They didn't just stop when Dr. King made a speech or the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act were signed.
He talked about basically how we've all had racist thoughts in our hearts or in our minds and at work, and as inappropriate as anything I've ever seen. Then there was George W. Bush. He actually spoke first. Watch.
At times it seems like the forces pulling us apart are stronger than the forces binding us together. Argument turns too easily into animosity. Disagreement escalates too quickly into dehumanization. Too often we judge other groups by their worst examples, while judging ourselves by our best intentions. And this is...
He was so darn presidential. So darn presidential. It really makes you long for a president of the United States like George W. Bush, and makes you ashamed that the president of the United States stood there and made this a lecture on how racist America is at those cops' memorial service. Then there's the first black Miss Alabama. Listen to what she said.
I don't feel sad for the officers that lost their lives, and I want to feel sad for them, but I can't help but feeling like the shooter was a martyr.
She feels that the shooter of the 5 police officers was a martyr. Then look what the Cleveland Browns player put up. This is a Cleveland Browns Isaiah Crowell. Look at that. Jihad Johnny slitting the throat of a police officer. This is the America we live in today, ladies and gentlemen. This is the America that we live in today.